Всем привет, друзья! Мы продолжаем проходить игру Vampyr. Я до конца так и не разобрался, Vampyr или Vampyr, так что будем называть Vampyr. Мне это больше нравится. Так, какие у нас планы на сегодня? Найти местный командный пункт Стражей Привена и добраться до аптеки. Начну с этого. Мне интересно все-таки, как там идиоты на полных щах считают пациентку больницы, у которой синдром Катара, вампиром. Я, кстати, сделал средство переутомления, насколько я помню. Это же сохранилось? Я просто не помню, что именно сохраняется здесь. Да, и средство от анемии. И это я хотел дать Клею Коксу вроде.
Hey, Doc. You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Мне кажется, или у него лицо не прогрузилось? Или так и должно быть?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Восстановление пошло, прекрасно.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Кстати, я же тут помогал солдату. А, вот они.
It's locked, all right.
А где подслушивать?
I cannot enter.
А,
Sometimes you act like a real jerk, you know that?
Come on, Ozzy, don't be like that.
What, like what? Like someone who felt betrayed by the man he loves? Did you ever even try to find me? Rescue me?
You know, it's not like that. I wanted to. I was so afraid to leave the hospital, not to be seen with you.
We survived this shit together. That's all that matters. I know you did your best.
ну да, я это помнил. Картина, конечно, не из приятных, но...
Fuck the wall, right? And fuck them all. Fuck the wall. Fuck them all.
Я же сейчас не могу с ними поговорить. А, могу, они выходят.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and I
Другом.
barricaded myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about is their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
Бля, я не знаю даже. Все может быть. Может это?
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Здорово, я угадал. Вау.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. The terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive, just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
Вау.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
О, подслушал стоял, что ли?
I am not responsible for everything bad that has happened.
Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe, for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
Ого.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
I won't say a word, Mr. Blight. Your secret is safe with me.
I fought for my country and I survived. I saw my comrades die. And now society tells me I'm a criminal for who I love. It makes me so angry.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
It started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, fingers, lips. Couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last summer. A shell hit our trench and we were buried for a week.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. Surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see? Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we're in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Понял.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
This city is more peaceful without bombs, but no less dangerous.
Головная боль. Бля. Надо лекарство.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Местный командный пункт Стражей Привена. Идем искать. Колокольный звон в 9 часов вечера будет извещать о наступлении комендантского часа. После этого времени запрещается выходить на улицу до 5 часов утра. Вплоть до дальнейших распоряжений действуют следующие указания. Соблюдайте комендантский час. Носите маску, чтобы предотвратить распространение инфекции. Сообщайте властям, если заболеет кто-либо из ваших родственников. Закрыто после 9 вечера в связи с комендантским часом. Блядь, да кто там? Кого там разрывает? Сука, найду, уничтожу. 18-й? Так. Ари дальше. А это какой-то высокоуровневый, что ли, локация? 11 уровень. Чеснок? А почему ломились именно сюда? О, убежище. Я могу сделать еще лекарство? Конечно. Конечно, нет. Блин. Жалко, что нельзя сверху атаковать. А командный пункт вообще... А, ну я сюда правильно иду. Ого. Мгм. Бля, как в убить хочется пойти, а? Но я думаю, я отъеду. 18 уровень-то чересчур. Стоп, 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 куда? Я думал, это обычная дверь, которая откроет мне путь в домик. 14
It's
уровень.
locked, all right.
Твою мать, а. Ладно, будем надеяться, я справлюсь. Ну хотя вроде не так проблематично должно быть. Да, нормально. С таким успехом можно пойти 18 уровень ёбнуть. Петиция. Остановим мистера Бейтса. В течение многих месяцев, а может и лет, Кадаган Бейтс эксплуатировал нас. Остановим мистера Бейтса. Если бы у нас было больше денег или настоящая работа, то мы бы никогда не сняли эти ужасные квартиры. Остановим мистера Бейтса. Все мы знаем, какие отвратительные предложения он делает женщинам, которые не могут заплатить. Остановим мистера Бейтса. Давайте встретимся с ним и потребуем немедленных перемен. Ясно. Значит, Кадаган Бейтс говнюк? Я правильно понимаю? И мы идем спасать такого говнюка. Фига он. Это был какой-то необычный. Стоп. Сейчас сначала обыщу лучше. Потом поговорим.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
A fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Ну, то есть, чтобы с ним полноценно поговорить, я должен прождать одну ночь. Тогда он появится в том месте, где должен появиться. Понятно. Стоп, это можно было опускать? А, нет, это же щиток. Ну, это стоило того. Ждать долгую загрузку, чтобы спасти человека. У меня задание перестало показываться. Оу. Тяжелое состояние? Это плохо. Простуда, средства простуды надо. Ого, и тут еще открылось. Вау. Так, ладно. Головная боль. Ебать у них уровни. Блин, ладно, давайте не будем спешить. На всякий случай. Или попробовать все-таки. Ладно. Ой-ой-ой, опасно. Если укол какой-то сделал. Не, ну в принципе не чувствую разницы в уровне на этой сложности особо. Я еще оружие что-то не улучшил опять, забыл. Здрасте. От разведчика Луиса Кегни. Кому? Мистеру Джеффри Маккалуму. Тема: Пембрукская больница, разведка, действия вампиров. Сэр, мы наблюдаем за Пембрукской больницей уже 2 недели и можем подтвердить, что там действуют вампиры. Во-первых, теперь у нас есть доказательства того, что в больнице находится женщина-кровосос. Это хитроумная тварь. Чтобы замаскироваться, она выдает себя за психически больную. Я лично пробрался в больницу и слышал, как это существо жалуется на то, что ей нужна кровь, на то, что ее тело разлагается. Но это еще не все. Администратор этой больницы — доктор Свонси. По словам нашего командира Аманды Тилтон, которая погибла вчера в бою со Скалем у канала, Свонси, возможно, является членом Братства Святого Павла. Если это так, то в больнице, возможно, происходит что-то серьезное. Может, там даже логово вампиров, и их защищают предатели из Братства? Мы не знаем, что делать, но убеждены, что вам стоит побыстрее прислать сюда подкрепление и тяжелое снаряжение. Просто жесть какая-то. Почему эта дверь открыта? И сюда можно зайти и пройтись по дому. А в предыдущую квартиру мне пришлось грузиться. В предыдущий дом. Так, стоп, а второе задание? А, оно вообще в порту. Классно, нашел прореху в боевой системе. Прекрасно. Относительно вербовки парней в Уайтчепеле. Кажется, одного я нашел. Это Альби. Он тупой, как табурет, но крепкий. Я попросил его раздобыть лекарства для продажи на черном рынке, и он быстро их доставил. При следующей встрече я скажу ему, что его приняли в мокрые ботинки, и теперь он должен получать приказы у своих новых боссов. А, это целое задание началось? Господи. Ну, в порту вроде бы не должно быть высокоуровневых, да, противников? Я, конечно, могу ошибаться. Так, мне нужно найти Тельму.
Good evening, Miss Houkroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Houkroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time.
Чё?
Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind.
Прикольное задание.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again.
Street corner,
My blood boil with fever.
daily routine.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays.
Ну ладно, пойдем тогда сразу в порт. Доберемся до аптеки. Время еще есть.
Over there! He's being bitten! He's dead!
Не буду качать выносливость на максимум. Вообще напрягает, когда она кончается. Большой красивый нож с именем, выгравированным на лезвии.
This must be Clay Cox's knife. A fine blade. No wonder he wants it back.
Ты нужен королю и стране. Ступай, помоги. Что это за звук был? Наверху есть. О. Так это еще и босс. Здрасте. Заказчик доктор Тора Стрикленд, Пембрукская больница. Список веществ и ингредиентов. Лакрима, папаверис, медицинский опиум, гипохлорид натрия, перманганат калия.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Вернуться и рассказать о том, что произошло. Блин, я бы здесь убежище нашел. Хотя он тут должно быть. Вот оно. А перемещаться нельзя, да? Я почему-то думал, что можно. Все, вернулся. Давайте нож ему отдадим, кстати.
Hey, Doc.
I have found the gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might do now I feel invincible again?
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Где Стрикленд?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
My sweet girl.
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
I'm so tired. Will this shift never end?
Почему состояние тяжелое, если больной всего лишь... Ладно, двое. Простуда. У меня средств от простуды нет пока тоже. Ладно, на этом, пожалуй, закончим. Всем Спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. А главное, комментируйте, чтобы я мог с вами общаться. Сейчас что-нибудь качнем. Может, кровь тогда? Что такое? До скорых встреч.